I don't see anyone that the Lakers can't beat if LeBron James is ready.
Imagine this. It's 2003. LeBron James is making his NBA debut. All of America is talking about the chosen one, and some of the current Utah Jazz players weren't even born yet. Seriously, the guys who are trying to guard him today were still somewhere in the clouds, in the draft stage of the universe. They weren't even alive the last time LeBron gave his first NBA interview.
Played basketball since April, and you come out and have 12 assists, 1 turnover against 7 guys who weren't even born when you debuted. I know that you're sorry.
Just think about that. This video is all about his crazy comeback and the records that aren't memes, edits, or fan fiction, but real, official, written-in-stone numbers that sound fake, but actually happen. Jump to today. You're 40 years old. Your back is politely reminding you that maybe sitting down is a better idea than running. And meanwhile, LeBron is out there in the NBA sprinting up and down the court, dropping a double-double a night and rewriting history so fast that stat sites can't keep up. And now, we're in LeBron's 23rd NBA season. At this point, it doesn't even sound like a sports career anymore. It's more like the Fast and Furious franchise. You think, all right, this has to be the last one. And then they drop another part. Except in this case, LeBron is still dominating. LeBron's 23rd season is not just a line on a stats sheet. It's living proof that we're dealing with one of the most durable athletes in the history of sports. Coaches, players, and analysts call it incredible longevity, and he show a type of longevity the NBA has never seen before.
Oh, honestly, man, it's a testament to LeBron and what he's been doing over these past couple years. His dedication to the game in all aspects of the game is the reason why he's in year 23.
And finally, the king is back on the floor. LeBron missed almost 7 months with sciatica and hadn't played at all until now. Back issues, pain, rehab, all those things that usually mean, okay, the sun is setting on this career. During that time, the Lakers started the season without him. 10 wins, 4 losses. Solid. But everyone knew the real season switch would flip only when LeBron returned. His comeback is not just an emotional, personal moment for him. It's massive for the whole team.
You can't skip steps. I mean, you can, but you won't be playing for long.
Yeah.
He doesn't skip steps. And he takes care of his body. He knows his body. Obviously, you know, we're like, when is he going to come back? Well, he knows when he's going to come back. And when he does, he's going to hit the ground running, playing 30 minutes, getting a double-double.
So he steps on the court for the first time this year, and what happens? He immediately drops a double-double. No warm-up games, no, let me remember how to do this. Nope, he just walks in and does what he's been doing his whole life. 11 points, 12 assists, boards on top of that, a classic LeBron double-double in his first game back after a long layoff, like a guy who returns to the gym after a year off and instantly hits his old PRS. The first quarter, the shots weren't really falling. The rhythm was kind of meh. You could see his conditioning wasn't at 100%. The legs weren't fully switched on yet, but then, boom.
Double! Woo! I tell you what,
back.
His lungs might not be in shape, but his vision and his basketball IQ is in shape. That's just...
In the second quarter, LeBron flipped into that familiar mode, hit threes, dished dimes, grabbed rebounds, and suddenly looked like time simply doesn't apply to him. Like someone hit resume game after a pause, and he's right back where he left off.
Reach, I guess, and he teaches. Gets a three-point opportunity as he heads to the line to see if he can score.
And what I love the most, those moments with Luka Doncic and really the whole crew on the floor. 2 basketball geniuses just having fun out there, and everyone around them feeling that energy. Smiling, laughing, talking like it's a pickup run at some local gym. That wasn't about stats or just schemes and tactics. That was pure basketball. Luka, who grew up watching LeBron on TV, is now laughing with him on the court.
Doncic spinning underneath. Kick it, Jake. Looking to go all the way.
A lot of driving, kicking.
In the corner, Luka! On a little quick look-away pass from Marcus Smart.
That says everything you need to know about LeBron's legend. From kids who watched his highlights on YouTube to superstars who now share the floor with him. And that's the key point. LeBron didn't just come back. He came back in a way that makes it look like he's just getting started. 23 seasons in the NBA. More than 2 decades on the biggest stage. He's playing against guys who used to watch him on YouTube while they were still eating baby food. And still, he's putting up double-doubles, leading the team, and looking like a guy who can change a game with a single decision.
15% of the NBA was not born when LeBron James debuted in the NBA.
That's great.
So that means they wasn't born, I mean? We in the same
That means they're
debut.
younger than 23. Correct, exactly. That's why we up here.
He's still playing. He's still playing.
What makes it even crazier is that today's NBA is full of players who were babies when LeBron debuted, or simply didn't exist yet. You've got a whole new generation of hoopers who grew up on LeBron's mixes, his finals runs, memes, debates about Jordan versus LeBron, and now they're the ones trying to guard him. It's like you spent your whole childhood fighting some legendary boss in a video game, and 20 years later, that boss logs into your online match and still wipes you out.
Gabe at the buzzer! At the buzzer! Good find by Bron.
Well, yeah, you know LeBron's going to find you.
At the same time, LeBron isn't that guy anymore who has to drop 40 to dominate. In his 23rd season debut, the most impressive thing wasn't the points. It was his brain. The passing, the reads, the control of the tempo. He's not just a body on the court, he's the engine of the whole offense. The Lakers look good without him, but with him, everything clicks. Shot quality, spacing, rhythm, confidence. LeBron's 23rd season is way more than just a number. It's a symbol that the body can age, but basketball IQ, experience, and work on yourself can still carry you. He is a living answer to the question, how long can you play at the highest level? And so far, his answer seems to be way longer than you thought. This is the king, this is LeBron James. And his return this season is just another reminder that the legend isn't over. It's still being written, and we're watching it live. And now my question for you. Do you think the Lakers with LeBron this season have a real chance to win the Western Conference or maybe even grab those championship rings? Drop your thoughts in the comments because the conversation about this king is far from over. First of all, LeBron isn't just the king as a nickname. He's literally the king of points. He is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. More than Kareem, more than Jordan, more than everyone. And the funniest part? For years, people said he passes too much. He's not a real scorer. Well, that not real scorer is now sitting on the points throne, while all those pure scorers are looking up from below. And that's just the start. LeBron is also the all-time leader in minutes played. In 2K, you're still loading into the game while LeBron has already logged 40 minutes. If you added up all the time he's been on an NBA floor, you get a TV show with thousands of episodes. And spoiler alert, he's the main character in almost all of them. Next up, star time. He has the most all-star selections in NBA history. Every all-star game is like a family reunion, and LeBron is that uncle who somehow shows up every single year and never ages. Add to that a record number of all-NBA selections and a record number of all-NBA first-team nods. Honestly, if there was a physical all-NBA shelf, half of it would be different versions of LeBron at different ages. And here's another crazy thing. The number of seasons. LeBron has played more NBA seasons than some players even have years in the league as human beings. 23 seasons. Some players manage to get drafted, try a few years, bounce around, and retire in less time. LeBron, still there, still in the starting five, still ruining your favorite team's evening. Now let's talk about some numbers that look like in my career save file. His 10+, 20+, and 30+ point games. LeBron has more of those games than anyone else in history. That means his bad nights are often another guy's career night. It's like he signed a contract with the basketball gods. Minimum 10 points a game or I send my talent back to Akron. All right, let's leave the regular season and go where most players disappear, the playoffs. This is where LeBron becomes a full-blown migraine for stat nerds. He doesn't just play well in the postseason, he turns into the final boss. He's number one in playoff points. Every spring when other guys are packing for vacation, LeBron is still stacking points and messing up people's summer plans. Wins? This guy has more playoff wins than some franchises have in their entire existence. Minutes and games played. If the playoffs were a marathon, LeBron would be on his 5th lap while everyone else is still doing warm-ups. Field goals made, free throws made, steals, defensive rebounds. In every one of those columns, his name is sitting at number 1. It's like the stats page just decided, you know what? We'll call this entire section LeBron's area. And that's just the numbers, not even counting all the times his play turned opposing coaches into philosophers wondering if life even has meaning. And then there are the NBA Finals. This is where most players get nervous and lose sleep. LeBron, he's out there putting up the most triple-doubles in finals history. In 2017, he averaged a triple-double for an entire final series. That's the moment where you do literally everything: scoring, rebounding, playmaking, and somewhere in the background, KD on the Warriors' boss music is still playing. But my favorite part of LeBron's stats are the only player records. That's not one of the best. That's literally the only guy to ever do this. It's like a rare Pokemon. Sure, others are strong, but this one is the shiny legendary. And LeBron is the only player with more than 40,000 regular season points. That's like he took the all-time pure scorers list, put it on the table and said, all right, I'll just go a bit further. Then he's the only player with over 50,000 combined points when you add the regular season and playoffs. That's not a CV anymore, that's an encyclopedia. On top of that, he's the only guy with at least 10,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists. Think about it. Some players spend their whole career just trying to join the 10,000 points club and feel special. LeBron's over here like, okay, 10,000 points, 10,000 assists, 10,000 boards. What else we doing? And then there are the playoff scoring milestones. He's the only player to pass 6,000, 7,000, and 8,000 playoff points. While other stars are grinding to get to 4,000, LeBron is already at the top, sipping coffee like, you guys coming or what? And we're still not done. He's the only player to average 25-plus points per game for 20 straight seasons. 20 seasons. In that time, you can go from a PS2 kid to a PS5 adult, change a few fashion eras, change your life goals twice, and LeBron is still there, calmly dropping his 25-plus every year like it's a subscription service. Plus, he's the only guy ever to win Finals MVP with 3 different franchises, the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Los Angeles Lakers. 3 totally different projects, 3 totally different rosters, one common denominator, that same dude with the crown. Now let's talk about one of the craziest things he's ever done, the 2016 Finals. LeBron did something nobody else has ever done. Over the whole series, he led both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. If you'd open the box score and hit show leaders, you would have seen the same last name 5 categories in a row. At that point, he wasn't a player. He was an entire starting 5 in one body. Scorer, playmaker, rebounder, defender, rim protector, all rolled into one. Now a bit about age, because this is where his records are both hilarious and completely insane. LeBron is like that older guy at the outdoor court who says, I'll just play one game, and 15 minutes later, every 20-year-old is bent over gasping and he's asking, so, playing to 21 or what? He's the oldest player ever to average 30-plus points in a season, a 37-year-old dropping 30 a night. That's not a veteran, that's officially a senior terminator. Then he becomes the oldest player to average 25-plus points. Then the oldest to average 20-plus points. While other 40-year-olds are planning their Legends Night and documentary premieres, LeBron is still running up and down the court with 20-year-olds, ruining their rookie dreams and their defensive ratings. Then he becomes the oldest player to score 40-plus points in a game. Picture it. Your body sounds like an old wooden floor when you get out of bed. But at night, you drop 40 and walk out of the arena looking less tired than the guy who was guarding you. And on top of that, he's the oldest player to record a 30-point triple-double. That's not just scoring, that's organizing the whole game and still doing the dirty work on the glass. LeBron on the court looks like a basketball dad saying, all right, you guys just play around, I'll handle everything. And of course, he's the oldest player ever named to an All-NBA team. That's the situation where the All-NBA list looks like the future of the league, and one guy who could legitimately be their coach. Except instead of coaching them, he's still outplaying them and stealing their awards. And remember, he's doing all this in his 23rd season. He's been in the spotlight since 2003. In that time, you probably finished school, maybe college, changed a few jobs, went through a couple of love you forever relationships that didn't age well, and LeBron is still in the NBA, still an all-star, still all-NBA, still stacking records. So is this resume untouchable? I'll let you decide that in the comments. Some people will say Jordan, others LeBron, some will bring up Kareem, Kobe, whoever. But one thing is simple. If we're talking pure numbers, nobody has ever done what LeBron is doing. Not with this many points, not with this kind of longevity, and not with this level of dominance in the playoffs. That's where we'll leave this chapter of LeBron's story for now. But I'm really curious what you think. Did this comeback hit you different? Do you see this as the start of one last big run or just a fun extra chapter in his legacy? Drop a comment and tell me what you think about this story. I genuinely want to hear your opinion. Huge thanks for watching and spending your time here with Ball Stories. If this video hit the spot, tap like, share it with a friend who loves hoops, and most important, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next story we drop. Catch you in the next one. Peace.